If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with I don't know. I guess like my best friend, Kirsten, so I could be married to her husband. Just kidding. I know him pretty well. He'll laugh at that. But no, she has 3 kids that I just love. So it would be nice to just get to spend the day with them and hang out with them all day. But yeah, for sure, Kier.
All right, this is kind of a strange question, but if you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Oh my God, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna sound weird because they're both my class. So Jess Chapin, because she's an athletic director out at American International College, I want to say. It's out in Western Mass. Mm-hmm. And just because I think still being involved in college athletics would be really cool. And then the other one I would say Casey Geishan, because she's always traveling or doing something fun. So
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
I think having grown up in upstate New York, I've always heard, living downstate or living right outside the city and or living in Jersey. So I'd have to say Casey Geishan, mostly for where she lived. But I'd love to have experienced growing up as a Jersey girl instead of an upstate New York kid. So, and being by a bigger city. So that's who I would have to say.
Okay. If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Gosh. I'm just thinking about what many of them are doing in their adult lives right now, and who do I think has a really interesting life? And I have to choose Libra Gilbert, even though her name's not Gilbert anymore, but she didn't play all 4 years, but she started the same year as I did. Do you know who she is? Have you met her?
No, I haven't.
So she is 6'5".
Oh, wow.
New York City, and she was my roommate when I started. So Carol put the two of us together, little old me from Maine and Libra from New York City. So she was just such an interesting person, and she is an interesting person now. I think she won an international public speaking competition.
Wow.
And she is a consultant, and she is a CEO of a school.
Wow.
Yeah, she's quite a lady, and I just think it would be interesting to be her for a day and see what it's really like.
Sure.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Frankie, because she lives in Santa Monica and she's at law school, which I know is really hard, but I would just not do any of my classes or study at all for the day, and I would just be in Santa Monica, and yeah, totally would trade places with Frankie right now.
That's crazy. Especially during the pandemic, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, she can walk to the beach. It's so nice out. Her mom is an hour, 20-minute drive away in Orange County, also on the beach. I totally want to trade places with Frankie right now.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why? Oh my God.
Carrie. Actually, freshman year Carrie. I truly want to know what a day in her life and what she does, everything.
What's she thinking? Yeah.
What is she thinking? Going through her head? I have literally so many questions. Yes, now, but specifically freshman year Carrie.
Yeah. Oh God, freshman year Carrie.
So funny.
Yeah.
I think second place would be Ellery. Sometimes I wonder.
Ellery would be a funny one to be.
It would be yeah.
It'd be what?
I just want to know what kind of situation yourself in. So funny.
I know, yeah. Two crazy people.
Yeah.
Next question is, if you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Well, this is a good question. We have a lot of accomplished folks that come through the doors at Brandeis. So somebody that came to mind for me with this one is actually another alum, not necessarily a teammate, but Jessica Bergman is somebody that I've got to know really well as an alum when I was in the program, and I've stayed in touch with her. And she's just like such a badass in the business and finance world. She lives in Manhattan. She just crushes it. And I think she's really cool and an awesome inspiration. So it would be fun to be in her shoes for a day and see what her life is all about.
That's nice. I never heard of her, but that sounds very interesting.
We'll have to connect you. Yeah.
Yeah, the Manhattan life is crazy.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, it would be who and why?
There's plenty of them I could want to be in their shoes, but I think my top answer here would have to be Kirsten Polgash. I think she could pull off any outfit and make it look adorable. She could wear like the baggiest of sweatshirts and it would look like she's going out in town.
Yeah.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Okay, so I thought about this because I didn't know if it was like past tense, like while like we were always together, or now. So I decided to pick one person from each class. So my seniors, I would say I would want to be Jamie Capper for a day, Lauren Goyette, Carmela Breslin, or myself. Those are my four.
But do you have any, like, what's the reasoning?
They're all really hilarious. And I just feel as though they have like a lot of funny moments throughout their day that I wish I could see.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Oh, I'll skip that one too.
Fair.
Nikki Lascaris, because she is the most outrageous human I've ever met, and I truly never fully understood how her brain works. So I would love to live inside of her brain for a day.
All right. Just understand her a little bit.
How is she outrageous? In what way? Give an example.
In like the best ways possible, but like she was always moving 1,000 miles a minute and like just always going. And I don't know, like funny things of like she would eat an entire bag of grapes. Like that's all she would eat would be like entire bags of grapes or just steak, and that's it. Like that's all she would eat. And it was like not just like, oh, I'm gonna have a slice of steak. Like it was like a full like T-bone steak. And that's just Nikki Lascaris. And she just, you tell her one thing and she's like, okay, yeah, I got it. Goes and does the absolute opposite. And you're like, wait, what just happened? How did this get to there?
I'm sure Carol loved that.
Oh, yes. Scout went really well.
Oh, no. I don't even want to think about that.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
If I could spend a day being one of my teammates? Is that what you said? Okay. I think I would want to be Jessica Bergman in Las Vegas. So Berg, as she was known, was famous for gambling, and she taught many of us, how to play blackjack. And she used to have this portable blackjack table that she would bring on road trips. I mean, it was the real deal. Cards, the whole thing. And she was amazing. Like she taught us all how to play. In fact, when we had our little reunion last February, we ended up playing cards. Like that was one of the things we ended up doing for money. For like we bought like tickets or something to use for money. And I think she probably kills it at the blackjack table. So I would like to be her for a day, just to do that. Because I won't do it. I won't do it.
If you could spend a day as one of your teammates, who would it be and why?
Oh, I know that I read this one, but it feels like a new question. This is a tough question. You know what? This might be a little weird, but I'm going to pick Hannah Kane just because I absolutely adore her son. He's so freaking cute. So I would just want to spend a day with him.
I think that's a
Right.
great reason.
Yeah. So I think they live just outside Boston still, but I would totally pick her as just to steal her son for a day.
Cool.